Every year, the NBA regular season awards are debated on sports talk shows for hours and hours. Sometimes the awards have clear-cut favorites, but often they're debated up until the last possible second. There are 7 major regular season awards. There's the least talked about award, the Executive of the Year. The award for the best coach, the Coach of the Year. The award for the best bench player, the Sixth Man of the Year. The award for the player who has shown the most improvement from last season, the Most Improved Player. The award for the best first-year player, the Rookie of the Year. The award for the best defensive player, the Defensive Player of the Year. Lastly, the award that goes to the player who had the best regular season, the Most Valuable Player Award. In this video, I'm going to make my preseason predictions for the NBA regular season awards. First up is the Executive of the Year award. This award typically goes to general managers and presidents of basketball operations who have made major improvements to their teams prior to or during the season. This year, I think the award should go to Rob Pelinka, general manager of the Los Angeles Lakers. In my opinion, Pelinka was robbed of the award last year, with it instead going to Lawrence Frank of the Los Angeles Clippers. This year, however, the Lakers somehow got even better after winning the 2020 NBA championship, acquiring Dennis Schroeder, Montrezl Harrell, Wesley Matthews, and Marc Gasol. However, Rob Pelinka is not my prediction for the award, even though I think he deserves it. The Executive of the Year is voted on by other executives around the NBA, and it's no secret that many executives around the NBA are not fond of Pelinka. In April of 2019, after LeBron's first year in the purple and gold and after Magic Johnson had surprisingly left the Lakers front office, Brad Turner of the LA Times wrote, "Front office people did not have a good relationship with Pelinka from his days as an agent representing Kobe Bryant and other high-profile players." Because of this fact, it's hard to see his peers voting him in as Executive of the Year. Instead, I see Travis Schlenk, general manager of the Atlanta Hawks, winning the award. The Hawks added Danilo Gallinari, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Rajon Rondo, Onyeka Okongwu, and Chris Dunn to an already talented young team headlined by superstar Trae Young, John Collins, DeAndre Hunter, Cameron Reddish, and Kevin Huerter. Last year, the Hawks had the second worst record in the Eastern Conference and the 4th worst in the entire NBA. But with these improvements, I see them as a playoff team this upcoming season. That's a major improvement, and I see their general manager Travis Schlenk being rewarded for it. Next is the Coach of the Year award. This award typically goes to the coach of the team that has the best record in the NBA, unless that coach had won it the year prior. No coach has ever won the award in back-to-back seasons. In 2020, the Bucks had the best record in the NBA for the second straight year, but since Mike Budenholzer had won the award in 2019, it instead went to Nick Nurse, whose Raptors had the second best record. In 2018, Dwayne Casey won the award with the second best record, since Mike D'Antoni of the Rockets had already won it the year before. For this upcoming season, I predict that the Los Angeles Lakers will have the best record in the NBA, since the Bucks lost some shooting and depth playing in a more competitive Eastern Conference. Teams like the Wizards, Nets, 76ers, and Hawks all got better, which will make the Bucks have to work much harder to win games. Because of this, I think that Frank Vogel of the Los Angeles Lakers will win the award for the first time in his career. Next up is the Sixth Man of the Year award. This is usually one of the hardest awards to predict, with how often lineups can change throughout the season. Someone who is not projected to be a starter before the season may end up in the starting lineup after a few weeks if a starter sustains a serious injury. Last season, Montrezl Harrell won the award, and he could be among the contenders for it again this year, even after switching teams. I also see players like Danilo Gallinari, Lou Williams, Dennis Schroeder, Marcus Smart, Spencer Dinwiddie, Carmelo Anthony, and DeMarcus Cousins as the other contenders for the award, even though some of them may end up being starters for their respective teams. My pick for the award, however, is Derrick Rose. Before this upcoming season, the Detroit Pistons named rookie Killian Hayes the starting point guard and announced that Derrick Rose would be coming off the bench. Rose will likely serve as a mentor to Hayes, but that definitely won't be his only contribution to the team. I expect that Rose will put up similar numbers to what he did last year, when he averaged 18.1 points, 5.6 assists, and 2.4 rebounds per game on 49% field goal percentage. Killian Hayes is more of a combo guard and can play alongside Rose, but with Rose coming off the bench this year, he's got a great shot at the award, even if he gets traded at the deadline. Next is the Most Improved Player award. This award is pretty self-explanatory and is most often given to players who ascend from an average-level player to an all-star caliber player. Last season, Brandon Ingram won the award in his first year as an all-star. The 5 seasons prior were Pascal Siakam, Victor Oladipo, Giannis Antetokounmpo, CJ McCollum, and Jimmy Butler, all players who became at the very least all-star level players. Many people thought that Devonte Graham was robbed of the award last year, jumping from 4.7 points per game to a much more respectable 18.2, but his improvements didn't line up with how the award is traditionally given. Because of this, I see Jamal Murray winning it this year. Last year, he averaged 18.5 points, 4.8 assists, and 4 rebounds per game on 46, 35, 88 splits. Those numbers are very respectable, but for someone who isn't much of a defender, they add up to an above-average starter, at best. However, everything changed in the 2020 NBA playoffs. He averaged a whopping 26.5 points, 6.6 assists, and 4.8 rebounds per game on 51, 45, 90 splits. Those are MVP caliber numbers. While I don't see him replicating those numbers for a whole season quite yet, I definitely see his numbers falling somewhere between his regular season and playoff numbers, and if he can maintain his 50-40-90 efficiency, he should be the clear favorite for the award. Up next is the Rookie of the Year award, which I predict will go to Anthony Edwards. This one is always hard to predict, and while it might seem like a cop-out to go with the number 1 pick, only 7 of the last 20 Rookie of the Year winners were number 1 picks. Not to mention 2 of the 7 were Blake Griffin and Ben Simmons, who had each taken a year to rehab injuries and learn from and train with NBA personnel, obviously giving them an advantage over the incoming rookies. Anthony Edwards has the perfect combination of having an NBA-ready frame at 6'5", 225, and an opportunity on offense. James Wiseman has an NBA-ready body, but he likely won't get the touches that Edwards will get on the offensive end. LaMelo Ball will likely get all the touches in the world, but doesn't necessarily have the build to make a huge impact his first year. The Rookie of the Year award isn't always indicative of future success in the league, and while I see Anthony Edwards winning it, I'm not as confident in his long-term success in the NBA. Next is the Defensive Player of the Year award. This award often goes to the best defender on the best defensive team in the league. Last year, Giannis Antetokounmpo won the award, as Milwaukee was the league's best on defense. This year, I predict Anthony Davis will win the award. He finished 2nd last year and 3rd in his last fully healthy year in 2018, and I think voter fatigue will work in his favor this year. Having already predicted that the Lakers will have the best record in the league, paired with the fact that Anthony Davis is one of the best defenders in the NBA, I think he'll take home the 2020-2021 Defensive Player of the Year award. Last but certainly not least is the Most Valuable Player award, which is easily the most coveted regular season award. While it is called the Most Valuable Player award, the title is misleading, as it often doesn't go to the best or most valuable player in the NBA. Other, more appropriate names for the award are Most Outstanding Player, Best Regular Season, or Best Player on the Best Team award, which is quite a mouthful. The criteria for the MVP seems to change every year. There are 3 main categories for MVP winners. Sometimes it goes to the most captivating offensive players on great teams who don't quite have the most eye-popping stats, like Steve Nash in 2005 and 2006, Derrick Rose in 2011, and Stephen Curry in 2015, who were all deserving recipients, might I add. Sometimes it goes to the players who have ridiculously good stats but weren't on teams with the best record in the NBA, like Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014 when Westbrook was injured, and Kobe Bryant in 2008. And sometimes it goes to players who have great stats and the best record in the league, like Stephen Curry in 2016, Giannis Antetokounmpo in 2019 and 2020, and James Harden in 2018. This year, I predict that the winner will fall into the second category, having ridiculously good stats and a team with a great record, but not necessarily the best in the NBA, and that is Luka Doncic. Last year, the Dallas Mavericks had the best offensive rating in NBA history, and while they got marginally worse on that end, they got a lot better on defense, adding Josh Richardson, James Johnson, and rookie Josh Green. I expect Luka Doncic to have a great year, building on his incredible performances against the Clippers in the playoffs. Last regular season, he averaged 28.8 points, 8.8 assists, and 9.4 rebounds on 46, 32, 76 shooting splits. Aside from his shooting percentages, which I think he'll improve on this year, those are some Larry Bird, LeBron James type numbers. In the playoffs, Luka showed us what he's really capable of, averaging 31 points, 8.7 assists, and 9.8 rebounds on 50, 36, 66 shooting splits against a team full of wing defenders that were supposed to lock him up. Not to mention the fact that he was playing on an injured ankle and hit one of the most amazing step-back game winners I've ever seen in Game 4. Other contenders for the award are Giannis, LeBron, AD, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and James Harden, but each of them comes with an asterisk. Giannis will likely fall victim to voter fatigue, as only 3 players have ever won the award in 3 consecutive seasons, them being Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, and Larry Bird. The last time this happened was Bird from 1984 to 1986, and I don't see it happening again this year. Votes for LeBron and AD will likely cancel each other out, which has been proven to be true by other duos of their caliber in the past, with Steph and KD from 2017 to 2019 and Kobe and Shaq from 2001 to 2004. Steph Curry's Warriors likely won't win enough games with Klay Thompson out, Kevin Durant will likely take it easy coming off of his Achilles tear, and there is too much uncertainty surrounding James Harden and his future with the Rockets to pick him for the award. Thus, Luka Doncic is the perfect pick for the award, and is my prediction for the 2021 MVP. Thanks for watching. If you think I got any of these wrong, comment below, and make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. That's it for me, and I'll see you guys next time.